All right. Let's go and get this started. Hey, how's it going, guys? All right, Aldo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. So we'll go ahead and get started now. I'll also share out the link and all that stuff, and let people know that we're live. As I do that, man, let's just get right into it. So, who are you and what do you do, my good sir?
I'm an alien. No.
You're
I'm
one of
an
those
alien.
Mexican aliens.
Yes.
So they are real,
Yes, we are. No, I'm just kidding.
man. Look at that.
Uh,
I would imagine your voice would be much higher pitched than that.
really?
Yeah,
I
how
think it is.
small they are. I'd imagine they sound like a like a chipmunk or something. Okay.
That's funny. Okay, well, who I am? My name is Aldo. I've been a Baby Metal fan since 2014. I run the Baby Metal Texas Facebook page and the Baby Metal Worldwide Facebook page. And
cool.
I've been hardcore since 2014. I discovered them, and I've been hardcore ever since then. So
Been a hardcore fan ever since then. Okay.
yeah.
Wow.
The moment I discovered them, yeah, I fell in love immediately.
I mean, and what was that like when you first discovered Baby Metal? I mean, did you like them at first, or was it kind of like, what is this really?
It was a what is this, but it was a what is this? I like it. It wasn't a what is this? What the fuck? I was kind of like, what is this? I like this. I'll tell you what. I was visiting my mom. She was cooking, and I was in the living room on her computer, and I was going through YouTube, just looking at random stuff, and up pops Gimme Chocolate, and I watched that and fell in love with it. I showed my mom. My mom didn't understand. Well, she's in her 60s, 70s, so of course she wasn't gonna understand. But I was like, this is amazing. And so what I did was I started searching more videos, and at that time, they had, just their basic ones, which were IDZ, INE, Megitsune, Gimme Chocolate, and that's about really it that they had. Everything else was fan cam. At that time, they hadn't even gone to Sonosphere yet when I discovered it, so they were on their way to Sonosphere. In fact, I saw a video. Yeah, I saw a video, fan cam of Sonosphere, when they were there, and then of course, not too long after that, they came out with the official video. But I was watching all the fan cams. I was following their tour through Europe. Then I found out they were coming to the U.S. I got overexcited and tried to buy tickets, and this was when they came to L.A. at the La Fonda, and that concert sold out like in 5 minutes.
Holy crap!
Yeah, I didn't even get a chance. I mean, I was like 30 minutes in, and I was like, it sold out. I'm like, what the fuck? Really? And I'm like, and then the rest of their tour was gonna be, they were gonna be supporting Lady Gaga, and then they were gonna end up in Montreal, and then they were gonna fly back, and I was like, man, I was so upset. I wasn't gonna be able to see Baby Metal. I thought this was my only chance, and I started crying, and well, okay, I didn't cry.
I didn't get
that emotionally
those are
involved
manly tears.
until the year after.
Yeah.
No, I did get emotionally involved because when I found out, I was disappointed. And then I think it was September or October, they announced one more U.S. date. That was the show at the Hammerstein in New York City.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I got super excited, started calling all my friends and everything. Uh, I made friends with the guy who was terminally ill. He wanted to go but couldn't go. But what he did, see, he bought a VIP package for that
Oh,
show.
okay.
But then he got really sick and wasn't able to go, and he didn't want it to go to
Oh,
waste.
man.
So, and they don't transfer VIP packages. So what he did was he ended up actually calling on the phone all the way to New York to change the name to my name. And they made an exception for him. And so I was able to get his VIP package there in New York. All he wanted was a T-shirt, so I got him a T-shirt and I got him a towel, and yeah, he died like maybe 2 years after that. So he passed away.
I would like to think
But
the T-shirt you got him gave him 2 more extra years. So you did
yeah,
a good
I
job
mean,
there.
I was sad because I didn't really get a chance to say goodbye. I found out second hand that he had passed away,
Oh,
and so I hadn't heard from him, and I was wondering what had happened to him, and yeah, that's what happened. But because of him, I was able to go to New York, and now that's a story on its own too.
oh, yeah. I mean, you fell into some good luck there. I mean, the guy you knew, even unfortunately, he became ill, and unfortunately, he did later pass away. But he blessed you with a gift that,
Yeah, he did.
yeah,
Yeah, he
man,
did.
that was incredible. I don't even, wow, that's really cool. And
And then
you sound grateful for that too, and like there's a
yeah, I
deep
was
understanding
very,
to
very.
it. Yeah.
I still am till today. Very, very grateful. I still have those shirts too, because I bought several shirts for myself, and they're retired. They're put away. I don't wear them anymore.
Oh, that's cool.
Uh,
That's cool, man.
yeah, yeah.
Are
I've
they
got like
framed or anything,
over.
or they're just kind of put away in a
No,
box?
they're put away in a drawer. I mean,
Oh,
they're.
that's better than a
I have
box.
I have like 120 shirts, baby metal shirts. So I got a shitload of shirts, and I don't
Only
wear them all. I just wear
120?
them.
I'm just messing.
That's it. That's it. Just 120. Uh, my trip to New York was an adventure on its own too. Uh,
Like a good adventure? Like, did someone try to mug you?
it
Did you have
was
to
a
fight for your
scary.
life?
It was a scary adventure. At that time, we had just started the Baby Metal Texas fan page.
Yeah.
So, um, it was maybe 6 months old, maybe not even that. Uh, and so we had a small, maybe 150, 200 people that were in the group at that time,
Yeah.
and everybody knew everybody, so we all knew each other.
Yeah,
Well, we
that's
knew
cool.
each other through Facebook, but not personally. We hadn't met. Uh, well, there's this one guy that was in our group, two guys from Houston. They were gonna drive up there, and so they told me that if I can get to Houston, I could ride with them up to Houston, share a hotel with them, through Facebook, go to the show, and then drive back. So we made arrangements and all that, and well, the thing is that this guy was a kid. He was like maybe 18 years old, barely 18 years old.
Okay. Yeah.
So kind of try to imagine he's very immature. He's a kid,
Right.
and so
He's probably doing some. He probably did
I
some
thought
stupid stuff as we do when we're young. Yeah.
I thought we were gonna go like 2 days in advance, and no, he wanted to go the day before, and I'm like, man, we're gonna be cutting it really close. He goes, no, we'll be all right. I'm gonna drive all the way. So
Oh,
he
already
did.
sounding bad.
We
Already
drove
sounding bad.
20. We drove 24 hours straight from Houston all the way to New York. And when we were going through the South, like Louisiana Alabama and all that. He was going like 100 miles an hour down the freeway, and I was scared. I was so scared because I don't trust the cops, and I don't trust the cops in those states particularly.
Yeah, they're gonna see the out of state license plate. They know you're not
Yeah.
coming back to fight it. I mean, you're gonna pay
Yeah.
that ticket. Like that's it. So
Yeah.
it's easy.
So, needless to say, I was butt puckered all through there. And then when we hit like the Virginias, Virginia and West Virginia and all that, that was at nighttime. He's still going over this way over the speed limit, and we're starting to see like dead deer on the side of the road.
Oh,
You know, I'm like, oh my God, people are hitting deer out here. You know, we're up in the mountains, we're up in the Virginia mountains, and I'm like, people are hitting deer. Dude, slow down. Nah, dude, I'm all right. You know, I'm okay. Okay. Let's just say
Holy
I'm
shit.
extremely lucky
yeah.
that we did not hit any deer on the way there. So we made it. We got there. We were dead tired, but we wanted to line up at the venue. So
Right.
we got to the hotel. It's New York City. There's no parking. So he basically left his car out in the middle of the street. We went upstairs and slept for about 4 hours. He came back down. His car was still there, lucky enough, and it didn't get towed away.
So wait, is that something you could do in New York? You just park on the side of the street and just is that?
So you're supposed to find a parking spot or parking garage or something. You can't just leave it out. That's double parking. That's a ticket. But he got lucky and the streets were dead. So nobody ever came by. Nobody said nothing.
Damn.
He got lucky that first night. Anyway,
This kid has some luck on him. Like you need to take him to
Yeah,
Vegas
he did.
and like see, just just test his luck.
So then we got up early, like at 5 a.m, and jumped in the car, and drove to the venue, found a parking spot, and we spent the whole day there in line.
Yeah, you got to start early.
And then they kicked us out of there. They tried to kick us off the sidewalk, and so what we did was we went across the street and lined up across the street. And that's when we started our numbering system on our hands, because they dispersed us and we didn't want to lose our spot in line. So somebody went and bought a marker and started marking our hands in the places that we were, you know, VIP 1, VIP 2, general admission 1, general admission 2. So that's where we started that, and now it's kind of spread. They do it at bandmate shows now. They do it then they do it at all the Japanese shows.
So you guys started that trend?
Yes, we started that trend because they had kicked us off the sidewalk, and we didn't want to lose our spots. You know,
isn't that what you're
so we're
supposed to do? Like you're supposed to line up early. I mean,
yeah, but we were there so early that it pissed them off, and they were doing construction too.
oh,
They had these things they were these awnings or whatever, these scaffolding and all this kind of shit. So it was kind of like
you were in a work zone. You were in a construction work zone. That was the problem.
that's the thing. That was kind of part of the
You
problem
were a
too.
liability. You're like, we don't want you to sue us. Just get out of here real fast.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
like,
pretty
no, I
much.
got a hard hat. I'm good. You know, I'll follow the same rule. No, but
Yeah.
that's pretty cool because I learned the hard way seeing him in Houston. First time I saw him live, and man, I got there like an hour before, and the line was already around the back of the venue.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
insane. I think you were there, right? You were present
Yes.
at that one.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that was. So that's some
And
perspective there. Okay.
This was what, 2019,
Mhm.
2019. Yeah, we got there like at 6 a.m. and put our lawn chairs up against that wall, and we just sat there the rest of the day.
There you go.
The
You
thing about
claimed your
Houston-
spot.
Yeah, the thing about Houston though, it sucks because there's no restaurants around that venue itself, the Rivington venue on Sundays, because that's when the show was. It was on a Sunday, and there's absolutely nothing open in downtown Houston
Oh.
on Sundays. Nothing. So like, we couldn't eat nothing. We could. There was no restrooms. There were porta potties across because they were doing some construction. We started using those. We had to climb over the little thing, but
Yeah.
we started using the porta potties over there.
Whatever you got to do. I mean, sometimes
Right?
it's like I'm just gonna find a spot, honestly, and if there's not a camera around, oh well. I mean, I'm not gonna show my face or what.
Right.
You got to find a spot. You know, it's quick and it's done.
Yeah.
It's over with. You know, you're not taking a shit. You just watering the grass. That's all you're doing, man. Yeah, man, that's cool. Yeah, I saw them this year, and even at that venue, I forgot where it was at. What was it? 713 music hall.
The 713.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I was like, man, I was not expecting this line to be this far. That's insane.
Yeah. So that was your first Baby Metal concert?
Yes, sir. Everything since
Oh.
before then has been watching their music videos, watching their live performance, and just hoping and waiting. And then I missed my opportunity. I think it was the 2019 one, and then I think COVID happened, and then that whole time period kind of sucked. And then
Yeah, it did.
and then now we're back. Now everyone's back trying to do stuff, and probably a tougher economic time, but but they're active, and that's great.
Yeah,
I mean, you
yeah.
got to see them. This might be your last chance before, like, I don't know, some crazy world war happens. So guys, if there's a band you really want to see and they're coming around, now you might
Go
as
see
well.
'em.
Yeah, now you might
Go
as well.
see him. Yeah.
Yeah. Go get those memories while you can, because that might be the only thing you have when the grid goes down. Not to be wow, I'm gloom today. This is my first beer.
Hey, I
Okay.
just noticed something.
Yeah.
The picture that you have up, that is Kacharik Spin.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's your profile picture.
See, because I have another one that's just like that, but it's Lady Baby.
So I was
And it's the
right.
exact same pose and everything.
So I was right, because I was like, I know it's a tiny profile pic and it's hard to really see, but I was like, damn, that's
It is kind of hard to see, but I was
Anime
looking at it, I
Matsuri.
was like, wait a minute. It is, yeah, that is Kacharik Spin.
Yeah.
See, but I have another picture that's almost identical of Lady Baby, because it was at the same anime convention.
And was that
that's
Lady
how
Baby
that's how they were
with
taking pictures.
was that Lady Baby with baby beard, or was it when he
No.
left?
No, that was at this. Well, I saw that one too.
Okay.
But no, this one where they both played. It was Lady Baby, the four girls, when Emily from Passcode
Yeah.
was with them.
Yeah,
when she was
that's
doing the
right.
growl.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not all that familiar with Passcode. I like their stuff, and Emily, I don't really track her that much. But you mentioned that, I was like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. The growling in that, like, is she the growler, or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That makes a lot of sense there. So, all right, that's cool. That's cool. I never really connected that dot, but yeah, I learned something here today, and that's good. But yeah, Gotrek Spin's pretty noticeable for me to spot because of how colorful they are, and I think don't tell
Oreo
me, but
hair.
that's probably what's her name, Angie. That's probably her
Or
right
Angie. Yeah, that's Angie. And
Tomozo?
and Hana.
there, or is it Hana?
I think
Okay.
Hana's next to her. I don't know. It's such a small
It
picture. I
is a
can't see
teeny
it.
tiny picture. It is teeny tiny, but that's
Yeah.
that's how you know we watched a lot of this. We really enjoy this music because you can identify them. You play. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
really good band, guys. Too. If you're here for like baby metal, you don't know what like Guitar Spin or Gothic Spin is. Definitely check them out. I mean, if you like baby metal,
They're a very groovy, funky
yeah,
type of bass slapping type of electronic. It's a mixture of a lot of different stuff.
it
and
really is. It
really,
really is.
really
It's
a
hard.
lot of fun.
It's hard to
They're-
describe
they're-
it, but you're doing right.
Yeah,
You're doing
their
great.
live shows are so much fun, man. Yeah.
I agree. I finally saw him live for the first time this year. The only bad thing about it
Oh
was
yeah.
the Anime Matsuri setup. It took them a while to get the audio right, and that was like a
Yeah, I
a
heard that
moment.
they were having audio problems. Yeah.
But once
yeah.
they started, it was great. I mean, that was it. And really, my problem was I was day drinking quite a bit that day at Anime Matsuri because I found one Um, so like the can there was like $10. $10 for like this, a 12-ounce can. I was like, what are you talking about? That's stupid. And then she was like, but it's only $6 for draft. I was like, they give me the draft. Yeah, let's do that. So once I found that vendor, that was it. Game over. I was drunk by the time Patrick Spin started, man. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's my vice. That's my problem. Okay. All right. But so that's a cool story about how you got to New York and how you got started with Baby Metal.
And then the trip back was another adventure on its own too. I mean, I have a lot of story, bro.
Any deer? Like did he hit it?
No. Okay, on the way back, so like I was saying, he was 18. On the way back, we decided to take a detour and go to Washington D.C. to go sightsee.
Okay.
The thing is, he didn't call his mom and tell her. He never called his mom. So we're heading back, and his mom calls him, and she's like yelling at him. I could hear her over the phone, screaming and yelling that he should be home by now, and where the hell is he, and why is it taking so long, and blah blah blah. And I was like, oh shit, this kid's in trouble.
Oh man, he's gonna be grounded.
Yeah. So when we got back into Texas, see, our agreement was he was gonna drop me off here at home. He was gonna drive all the way to San Antonio, spend the night here, and then drive back the next morning back to Houston.
Yeah.
His mom was that was a no-go for his mom. So he was shitting bricks. And so what he ended up doing was he ended up dropping me off at a truck stop on the outskirts of San Antonio and fucking hauled ass back to Houston.
Like you were a lot lizard or something? Like what were you gonna do? Like walk your way back or get a hitchhike back?
That's what I'm saying, dude. I was so fucking pissed off at this kid. I had to call a friend of mine to come pick me up all the way out there, because I live on the complete opposite side of town.
Oh
I live
man,
on the west
that
side
kid
of
did
San
you rotten.
Antonio.
That kid did you
Yeah,
rotten
he
right
did.
there.
Yeah. So for the longest time, me and him did not have a good relationship. I was really mad at him.
Yeah, I can imagine so.
I was talking shit about him. The next year when Baby Metal went to Mexico, so he's Mexican, so he was gonna go to that show. He went to that show in Mexico.
Okay.
And so I got a lot of DMs through my Facebook asking me about him. Like, is he cool? Is he all right? You know, because he's over here and he talks a lot and
he'll drop your ass like you're a hooker. Is he cool?
Dude,
No.
I fucking went off, dude. I told him all kinds of shit. I went off on I talked so much shit about him. Anyway, eventually he grew up. You know, this was what, 7 years ago? And he grew up. You know, he's a different person now. He got married.
Yeah,
well, he's still the same person. He's still the same person, but I mean, he's more mature now. You know, and I realized too, I shouldn't have been that mad at him. He was a kid, and he had to deal with mom. Yeah, and he wised up. Yeah, and he apologized and made it up for me. I mean, he made it up big time to me. So, you know, I forgave him.
Did he buy you a Baby Metal T-shirt or something? I mean,
well, he gave me a lot of his rare Baby Metal stuff that, like from before 2014, like 2012 and 2013 stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So like from the official fan club in Japan.
Yeah, he had a lot so early on. That's like.
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting close to like Baby Bones era. That's. Stuff,
yeah,
right?
exactly. Baby Bones era. Yeah. And he had a lot of stuff in there, you know. So he gave me a lot of that stuff, and I don't know, you know, it was kind of touching, but anyway.
Well, that's a good way to make it up, and yeah, I mean, I understand why I did that too, because the chongla is pretty bad. When our moms get mad, now I know my mom is not Hispanic, I'm not Mexican, but my wife is, and so I know I heard the stories many times of how bad it could be. So. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
and
fear
yeah,
that,
you know, I'm
flip flop,
Hispanic too,
man.
so I understood. I kind of understood too. I'm like, yeah, I know what a Mexican, a mad Mexican mom is like. So, you
Yeah.
know, I was mad at him, but I kind of forgave him in the end. You know, took a little while, but I ended up forgiving him.
Yeah, I mean, Mexican moms, they don't play. They're tough as shit. They are tough as
Yeah,
shit.
they are.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
you're gonna respect them. You're gonna respect what they say. Otherwise, Lord Jesus is not gonna be able to save you, man.
yeah, yeah. And
Man,
then, yeah, so like the following year, 2015, they didn't have a very big tour. They did what they did Mexico and Chicago
mm-hmm.
and Canada. They did a show in Canada. They didn't do very many shows. Uh, I went to the one in Chicago
All right. How was
in
that?
26. That was good. That I actually got Mikio's pick at that show.
That's cool.
So I got Mikio's pick. He flicked it out, hit me in the head. The guy behind me picked it up off the floor and then handed it to me. I was like, "Oh, dude, thanks."
Dude, that's a collector's item because rest
Yeah,
rest in peace. I mean,
rest in peace. Yeah.
um,
And then the following year, 2016, all the friends, all the people that I had been meeting at those concerts, at the ones in New York and the one in Chicago in 2015, I got to meet a lot of people that, you know, because the only people that I had really known up to that point had been just those that were in my Baby Metal Texas group,
right.
you know, just local people. Uh, but when I went to these shows, it's where I met a lot of other people. You know, I met people from Japan, I met people from Sweden, from Norway, and I got in close with the group of guys that they were from everywhere too, but we all kind of got really really close. And in 2016, we decided to get together and follow Baby Metal on tour on the West Coast. Well, we went to see them.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we went to see Baby Metal at the PlayStation Theater in New York, and then when they were doing the West Coast tour. We followed them, so we did Seattle. What was it? Seattle, Portland, Sacramento, San Francisco,
Yeah.
and then L.A.
And you followed them all as a group.
Yes, yeah, we got in a van. A friend of our one of those guys, one of my friends, lives in San Francisco. So what he did was he drove from San Francisco to Seattle. We all flew in to Seattle and met him there, and then we jumped in the van. It was like I'd say about 9 of us in that van. We're all fucking sitting on each other's laps and shit.
Damn, shit. The things you'll do to see Baby Metal live.
Yeah, we'd rent one hotel room, and everybody'd be like, you know, sleeping on the floor, and 3 people on a bed, you know.
Man, that's the way you got to do it, though. It's
Yeah.
a shoestring budget because you got to save money for the show and for the merchandise.
Yep.
And God
And
forbid
so,
anyone eating Taco Bell or anything in that van. Shit, man, that's not
And
gonna be a
then,
good time, man. You personally know that probably happened.
Yeah. At the end of that West Coast tour, everybody had decided at that point that they were gonna go to Tokyo Dome and fly to Japan. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll see you guys later then. I'm not going because I can't. I was like, I can't go to Japan. I don't have the money for that. That's just
Yeah.
expensive.
Well, I mean, it sounds like that road trip might have been kind of expensive already. All the trips.
It wasn't that expensive because, like I said, it was a bunch of us sharing a hotel room, and I mean, it came out to like $25 each. You know,
Okay.
the gas was like everybody pitched in $25 here, $25 there. I mean, it added up, but at the end, it wasn't as expensive as you might think it was.
You
The
guys are like
biggest-
you guys are. It sounds like you guys have like a. Like I imagine you guys still have a connection from all that, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, you know, and then what was I gonna say? And we
it
all
wasn't
most of our
wasn't that expensive.
yeah, most of the money that we spent was on the VIP tickets because we all
Yeah.
bought VIP for every single show. I'm 20 for the 2016 show. I have like 7 VIP badges back in
Oh
my drawer.
damn. Shit.
Yeah.
So,
Uh,
and what do you get with the VIP ticket?
nothing. Nothing great.
Nothing great.
It depends. The best thing we ever got was the VIP package in 2014 for the New York City show. We got a laminated photo book, a small little laminated photo book with their signatures and their autographs in them. Uh, and that was really it.
Okay.
And then what did we get in 2016? Another
Um,
booklet, and I don't remember. I don't remember what we got in 2015. In 2016 we got a bandana,
okay.
and what else did we get? We got a bandana and a bag. Yeah, it was like a little miniature duffel bag thing with the emblem, the baby metal emblem on it. And yeah, that's what we got. And then
So
the following year, we got the metal straws and buttons, like little buttons. I mean, really crappy shit, dude. You see, the reason we don't buy the VIP for the merch, we
okay.
buy the VIP so we can get to the front of the rail to be in the
So
front.
yeah, that's what you get there. So you get it's pretty much guaranteed first roll.
First, yeah,
Yeah.
right. Or first merch. Yeah, VIP gives you priority merch. You get to go to the merch table first, and then priority entrance, you get to be the first ones in.
Okay. Cool.
So,
And if you have to go
Yeah.
and take a piss like out of your spot, I mean, how do you squeeze yourself back in? Or you just
you're shit. You're shit out of luck.
oh shit? So you hold your piss.
Well, yeah, or make sure you piss before,
Yeah.
because when as a VIP, when they let you in, it's not like they open the doors and boom, you go in. They let you into the lobby first. So while you're in the lobby, you can go piss real quick
Yeah.
and then line back up.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Now, if everybody's cool, if you're up at the rail and everybody's cool and you know everybody there, then yeah, you can still go piss and they'll hold your spot. But as baby metal gets bigger and bigger, the people that are showing up to these shows are all new fans.
Yeah,
So
there might not be
you can't-
respectful like that. Yeah.
yeah, you can't do that now. Back then, the crowds were smaller. Everybody knew each other.
Back in
So,
my day.
Back in my day, yeah, it was a lot easier. Everybody knew each other. Nowadays, it's like, man, it's we have a whole new crowd of fans. A whole new group of fans, and it's a good thing too. I mean,
like, do you get a chance to take a photo with the girls?
I've never have. Dichotic just did.
He did. I was gonna put that on the screen right now.
Yeah.
Look,
Alan
this
got to
image on the
meet them
screen.
and-
I'll put this here. First off, I like what he's doing with his hair and his facial hair. Also, this picture looks cool. I like it. No, dude.
I
it's
have
cool.
never seen a bigger smile on him.
Yeah, he looks freaking happy.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know
Look
what.
at that smile.
I couldn't imagine what words he probably exchanged with him other than like hello or hi. I'm super excited. This is great.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's great. Like, it looks like he's having a good time, man.
Yeah. Look at that smile, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's cool. I mean, he got that with VIP. I don't think he got that because he'd be like, maybe. I mean,
He didn't get that with VIP. He made an arrangement.
oh, okay, cool.
He made an arrangement. He actually got to meet Koba Metal.
Oh,
Took his
sweet.
hand and everything. Yeah, he
That's
got to
pretty
meet with
awesome.
Koba, and so he made an arrangement to be able to interview them. I think. I think it was
that
this was
is
an interview.
really cool. That is really cool.
Yeah.
That is
So-
awesome to hear.
Yeah.
Good.
So son of a bitch, I'm fucking jealous of that motherfucker right now.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, it is. It's good.
The
you know?
dream.
Yeah. And you'll find that these bands are very approachable if you're very respectful to their music, and they know that you are a pretty big fan and that you help promote them and spread the word.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's because they know who he is.
yeah, that too. Yeah,
Uh, yeah, because it's not easy getting a interview with Baby Mill.
oh, of
You
course
gotta
not.
be in.
Imagine not.
No, yeah, much less a picture with him. But
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
yeah,
That is a great accomplishment, man. I'm sure he'll be
yeah,
think about that for a good while. We talk about that, it'd be good. And I'm curious about
oh
that
yeah,
interview. Definitely want to check it out when it drops. So
oh yeah.
that is
Me
cool.
too.
So, but you don't
Definitely.
get that with the VIP.
No, you don't
So,
get any meet and greets. No.
ah,
The last time they did a meet and greet was 2013, and it was kind of a rush thing where they rushed them past the table. They got to say hi, they signed the CD, and that was it. And then they rushed them through, and that was it. You know.
okay, so
And two,
you're not going backstage and having any sort of backstage, I guess party or anything with Koba. I'm not even sure what that would be like.
no, 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 no VIP like that. No, jeez. I
Okay,
wish, man.
you can't take shots of Patron with the commie guys.
So, you know, I'm not saying that doesn't happen. That has happened because I have a friend that actually did do that. But he's a well-known musician, so that's why he could actually get away with that. You know, they knew who he was. It's Charlie Paulson of Goldfinger.
Oh,
He
really?
was
Cool.
he was at yeah he was at Tokyo Dome in 2016, and he got invited backstage and got to meet the girls, and he got a backstage pass and all that shit. And I was like, yeah, motherfucker. Yeah. I was jealous of him too. I was like, fucker. Uh, but
That's pretty cool.
yeah, yeah,
I mean, those are
yeah.
memories that
2016 was a
those are
great year,
memories you
man.
keep. Yeah, I mean, those are moments
Yeah,
that you keep. You always remember. Good times to talk about. Good things. Kind of like your
yeah.
story of going to New York. It's a crazy, insane story, but it's something that's great to hear and great to tell. I had a good
Oh
time
yeah, yeah,
hearing it.
yeah.
What
Like
do
they
you?
say, you always remember your first time. That was my first time.
Yeah, that is true. You do remember your first time.
Yes,
Um,
I do.
I told my story many times. It's very simple. I was on call for work at the time. I was doing CPS, which Alex Jones, like, government kidnappers, pretty much. And
Uh,
I had an on-call assignment. I had to go at like 9 o'clock at night. Didn't want to. I had to drive out to like the sticks in Texas, and I had an itch for J metal. Like I said before we started, I used to sell anime, and I did run across J metal quite a bit here and there, and I was already familiar with Duran Gray and some
yeah,
other
yeah,
some other bands. So I was just like, okay, let me just do J metal on YouTube and see what pops up or whatever. And then while listening to it, something came on that I'd never heard before. It the song was "Catch Me If You Can," the live version,
yeah. Ooh, good
and
song.
the beginning of it, as you know, the instrumentation from the commie band, it totally caught me off guard. I was like, "What is this I'm listening to? This is great." The energy of the crowd, the performance of the musician, and like it's like everyone is competing and they're like showing off what they're doing, and it's like, oh, this is cool. What is this? They're like building. And keep on, this is the first time, right? I had no idea what I was listening to. And then when they get all into it, when the musicians all start playing, and the girls get on the stage or you start hearing their voice, it's like, what in the world is this? I've been missing this whole time. This is incredible. Like, what? This is insane. This is insane. This is something only Japan could come up with. This is crazy, but it works. I was hooked. I was like, dude, this metal sounds pretty cool. I like it. It's intense. There's even growls in that song,
Yeah.
It had everything. It had like elements of death metal and stuff and thrash and all that stuff. And then that's still one of my favorite songs, the Catch Me If You Can. That chorus when
Yeah.
it hits, oh man, it's so cool.
That's my favorite song off the first album. Off the whole complete first album, that is my number one song.
I have to agree. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
I think Headbanger's up there.
Yeah, yeah. But it's like when I first heard "Catch Me If You Can," uh, excuse me. I had headphones on,
Yeah.
and I was listening to the studio version, and the first thing I heard was the footsteps, the echoing footsteps, the click, click, click,
Yeah.
click,
Okay.
and I was like, "Ooh, that's creepy." And then as I listened to the song, when there's parts where where Moa and Yui are singing, that when they finish their verse, it echoes off into the distance.
Yeah,
It
that is true.
echoes, and I'm like, "This is fucking cool. This is fucking cool. This is such a creepy song." And then when I looked up the lyrics and I found out it was a hide and seek, I was like, "Yeah, it makes sense. It just totally makes sense. All the sounds I'm hearing make sense." It's a
Yeah,
hide
yeah,
and seek song. It's a hide and seek song. I'm like, okay,
yeah.
dude, that song, and it chugged. It chugged so hard. That's
It
what I loved about it. It was just a chugger.
it really is. It really is, and that's something what you pointed out with the echoing. That's something that I think some people may miss, because there's a lot going on in that song, but everything is on purpose. Everything's by design.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah,
With Koba Metal, he
yeah,
doesn't play with that stuff. Like if it's in the song, it's not an accident. There's a reason for it. Okay.
yeah.
Um,
Yep,
but
definitely.
another good song on that album, since you brought that up, Megasune.
Hmm.
That's like an iconic baby metal song. That right there.
That to me is their signature song. Megitsune is their signature song.
I fully
That
agree with that. And
if you're
do
gonna
you
say
think
who is Baby Metal, Megitsune. That's who Baby Metal is.
is that the proper way to pronounce it? Megetsune.
Megitsune.
I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah,
Megetsune. Um,
Megitsune.
okay, so in Metal Lee, the the room that they're in the beginning seems oddly familiar to the Megetsune music video. Was that on
It looks
purpose?
familiar, but it's not.
Yeah. It's not exact. It's similar, but
Yeah.
not really the same. But was that a
Well,
reference,
in
or do you,
no, Megitsune uh, are they're in a shrine.
okay?
They're dancing in a shrine. That's an actual shrine. I've been there.
Okay.
Uh, uh, the Metari one is that's just a tea room. It's a tea room.
Okay. Gotcha.
And that's where the symbolism is. It's because it's a tea room. They're dancing on tatami mats with shoes on, which is a big no-no. They kick over the tea sets. They're making a mess, but that's kind of like the point is to just let go of all your inhibitions. It's a festival. It's party, and so that's basically what the song is. It's just like no holds barred. Just let's have a party.
It's a party
It's a
song.
festival.
It's a great party
Yeah,
song.
it's a party song. Yep.
Man, I think that's pretty cool, man. I didn't even realize that. That's
Yeah.
wow. That's
There's a lot of Japanese references in there that a lot of Westerners won't get because
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're really really into their culture, it's gonna go right over your head. You're not gonna even pay attention to it. You know, like
most
like
certainly.
all the Katsuni's hands that come out of the paper doors.
Yeah.
That's symbolic too. Uh, there's a lot of symbolism in this, but
Oh
it's pretty
man,
cool. I like it.
man. Now I'm curious about what the hands mean. What did the hands mean?
Okay, well, it's like how did they explain it to me? It's like shadow puppets. They do shadow puppet type shows in Japan. Like it's also part of the kabuki thing. It's kind of and so what this is like they're breaking through the paper it's hard to explain because
You're
it's
doing
it's
okay.
very Japanese. They're breaking through the plane of behind the screen and showing that they're all kitsunes, they're all foxes. And that's what the
Okay.
fox signals. So the
So
fox
are they like
is in
break?
control.
Okay, I'm trying to
Yeah,
follow. I'm trying to understand this. Is it like
okay?
is it like beings or something from like another parallel dimension or something? Or what are we
No,
talking about?
it's part of their lore,
Oh,
the
okay.
lore with the foxes, and it's
Okay. Oh, I
that's the
got the
thing about
fox part. Yeah.
yeah, that's the thing about baby metal lore. It's very convoluted. They twist it all around and make it their own.
Yeah.
So you know,
And on top of that, they
uh,
have well, we know what they've done recently with the other one. The story has gotten quite interesting with the whole metaverse thing. And the
yeah,
whole like
it's convoluted. It's all convoluted. Again,
yeah.
there's no way to understand it. I don't care who you are. You could be the number one baby metal fan, and even you cannot explain it to me because there's no way to explain it. It makes no sense. None of it does.
Man, I read a recent interview with Koba Metal. I thought it was really good. I'm going
Uh-huh.
to release a video pretty soon, but it was like he sounds like either he's insane or he's a genius, probably both.
He's a genius. He's
Because
a
it was
genius.
like he was like talk about things. I was like, man, this guy the way he talks about things is like he's always very vague, but he kind of like hints at things, and he's like he's messing with you.
And that's the thing. A lot of people. I think a lot of people don't really understand or pay attention that baby metal is Koba. Koba
Yeah,
is baby metal.
yeah,
Everything is from his mind. His brain is coming up with this stuff. The girls are just the performers. The comedy band are just the performers.
yeah. That's true.
What you're seeing is you're seeing his vision of what he comes
He's
up
the
with in his
puppet
mind.
master. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
he's a puppet master. Exactly.
Hold on, I don't think the baby metal fans are gonna like how I phrase it though. That makes everyone puppets. But okay, all right, all right, all right. But he's
Well,
the
no, well,
mastermind.
that's what a producer is, though, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I
Isn't
know,
that what a
right?
producer is? That's what a producer does. He directs them in the direction that he thinks he should go, and he envisions certain things of his own and puts it in. Now, he's not. The thing about Koba is that he's not just the producer. He is the brains behind the whole concept. So, you know, the music is even written by him. Some of the music is written by him. He hires the right people to write the music for
Hmm.
him. You know, he hires the right person for, you know, for the choreography
Yeah,
and you know, no one really knows what goes through his mind. I mean, how the hell did he come up with hiring the Western Commie Band? I mean, you know,
that was
I
interesting.
know.
I guess when they started doing shows with I guess Galactic Empire toured with them at one
Yeah,
point,
exactly. But
and
you know, I'm curious as to how this conversation came up. And hey, would you like to play for us? You know,
yeah,
in
I'm
the United
curious.
States when we play over there, so that you know we can give our guys a break, or
Yeah, I don't
you know,
know.
I'm just wondering how they did it.
There's
That's just a curiosity.
there's some things that I'm aware of that I've read on before regarding the Western Comedy Band. I remember the members. I don't remember the exact name, but he pretty much said that I could make this much playing in this band, or I could make a lot more just playing with baby metal. I think I'll just do that. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
The money's
They're paying
good.
them good.
They like doing it. They're having a good time doing it. It seems like.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't know if there was because there's a lot we don't know, right? I don't know if there
Right.
was anything going on between the Western Comedy Band or the Eastern Comedy Band. I don't really want to speculate that much on it. I just think Koba Metal. I trust him in his plan on it, and I hope they still use the Bo and whoever at times when
Right.
they need
Yeah.
it, but yeah,
Yeah. Well, they were never permanent, and
right,
that was made very abundantly clear at the beginning that the commie band are not permanent members. They are
right,
not baby metal. The girls are baby metal,
yes.
and even then we can see that they're not permanent there either. We lost one of them.
Well, yeah,
Shit
she had a
happens.
problem. Yeah, there was an illness or something, a health related
Yes.
issue, and
Shit
it took a
happens.
long
So,
time for Mobile Metal to become an official member. Even before then, I know she was there, but like now she has parts in it, and from that Koba interview, she's going to actually have more roles later on down
it
the
seems
line. It
that
seems
way,
like,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, it seems that way. I hope so because
Even Moa Metal
I
should have more
really
roles.
hope
Yeah,
that they bring. I hope they bring Black Baby Metal back.
I
At
think
least
there's something going on with that
I
because
hope so.
that interview looked pretty cool, man. What Koga was saying about
Yeah.
them, he's saying like he wants to see a whole new vision, um, like they want to do something that they haven't done before, and so
But
yeah,
everything they've done is stuff that's never been done before.
yeah. I mean,
Baby Metal.
even their latest album, the other one, was so different from a lot of the stuff they normally did. But sometimes, some of it was. I mean, some no, I don't know. I remember my initial reaction to the other one was, I'm really liking this album, but it is different. It is more mature. It's not the Doki Doki Morning. It's not the Ine. It's not.
Right.
It's not really like the Megatsune. You still have metal, and you still have a lot of experimentation and electronic elements and what's the song? Metal. What is it called?
Metalism.
Metalism. That song is insane. When I listen to the song, I'm like, man, there's so much going on. This shouldn't work, but it does. It sounds like he just mixed a bunch of stuff together, and it works well. I mean, you have elements of like Shantae, Shantae, Shantae in there, and other things. I'm like, man, this is so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. My favorite song on that album is probably the least Baby Metal song on there.
Oh, let me guess.
And
Wait. You said the least favorite. The least.
no, my
Not the
most
least favorite,
favorite
The least.
is the least Baby Metal
Okay.
sounding.
Okay. With that's. Let me see if I can guess. Okay. Least Baby Metal sounding. Okay. Hold on. Is it The Legend?
No, no, because the Legend to me sounds a lot like the one.
I like the
You
one
know,
better than The Legend, though. I mean, the Legend, the saxophone really sells it for me.
The saxophone threw me off a little bit, but I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird that they threw that in there, but it fits. But like you don't even have a sax player in the Kami band. Why the hell would you do that?
That would be hilarious if they did actually break out a sax. I'd be like, okay, that's
Right?
cool.
Well, I mean, they've had a violin player,
Yeah.
Kami player.
Oh, they did. I
But,
didn't notice that.
yeah.
Okay, the Metal Kingdom.
No, Metal
Oh.
Kingdom.
Is like in the name of.
Yeah, it's kind
With
of
the drums?
yeah, it's an introductory. It's like Baby Metal. It's an introductory song, so it's.
I'm running out of songs. I mean, it's not Mirror Time Wave.
No,
Is
no.
it Time Wave?
Time Wave. Yeah.
Time Wave is your favorite?
Time Wave. Yes.
Time Wave is
And
really cool.
to me, it's the least Baby Metal sounding song. It sounds like a club dance song.
It does.
At least that was my first reaction. But then as I started listening to it more and more, I started digging deeper into the what's going on with the instrumentation and stuff. I'm like, this is actually really, really good.
Yeah, Time Wave has
and
some
then
cool
the
parts
lyrics,
to it. Yeah.
the lyrics actually kind of, touched me too. So it was like, yeah, I can listen to this song over and over and over and over again. This is my song.
Is that's the
actually-
one where there's a part where the music stops and who's doing this? Is it Sue or Samoa? Where she's like, how do you know of the real you or the fake you? Is that the one? Am I
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
That's little spoken part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That song right there, I'm gonna make a reference to an anime. Okay, that song right there, when I listen to it, I'm like, man, it kind of reminds me. I don't know if you've ever seen this anime before called Serial Experiments Lane. Hardly anyone has. It's
No,
okay. Don't worry, we'll just move past
even
this.
heard of it.
Reference to an anime, but it's a very strange show. The premise is that like there's an online world, a fake world, and that world actually could be more real than the real world. It's kind of like the Matrix, but it was kind of before the Matrix, kind of around that.
I was gonna say it sounds like the Matrix.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that came out before the Matrix. I'm gonna say it did. Someone's gonna fact check me on that one. And yeah, but I mean there weren't any cool like neo physics or guns or anything like that. But it was a cool show. But it reminded me of that because it was kind of like the premise of that song of Time Wave, like what like time is going like I don't know, like how do you know? How do you know what we're doing right now is the real thing? I mean, how do you know you are the real you? You know? How do you really know, man?
Excuse me.
Oh, no
Sorry.
problem. But yeah, that is a good song. Time Wave is a good song for sure.
Yeah, it
Well,
is. But anyway.
now, what do you think
Uh
of the? Do you have any thoughts about their current tour right now with Death Clock?
uh oh, I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this. I've
Okay,
already gotten flack for it. I don't like Death Clock. I
okay.
don't. I tried. I really did. You know, I saw him in Houston. I was like, I don't like this. And then I saw him in Dallas. And in Dallas, I was like, yep, I really don't like this. It was boring. To me, it was extremely boring. Now, someone explained to me that these songs are usually very short songs, very short clips, because they go with the cartoon
Yeah,
and they support the cartoon. But being that it's a live show, now they're playing like the full complete song, and the songs are like really long, dude. And I'm like, after a while, I was like, man, it's droning on to me. It
ah,
was just a droning kind of like, the drummer was cool,
yeah. I mean, the
you
people,
know, but
the people playing, they look like they're having a good time doing it.
yeah, but I couldn't see them playing. And that was another thing. It's like, okay, I hear leads, but I can't see him because
Their stage
he's
is
in the
really dark.
shadow.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
true too.
I couldn't see nothing, And then I was in Dallas. I was in front of the girl, and I was trying to watch her.
I didn't even know there was a
And
girl there until I was like, oh, their bass is a girl. Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah, and I was like, no, I mean the guitarist was a girl. The bassist was a dude.
Oh, oh shit. I'm checking it. I'm checking out
Unless
the
they
wrong person.
unless they switched, and I don't know about it.
I don't know, man. I thought it was the bassist. Well, I
Maybe they
I
switched off.
was a little drunk that night. Okay, all right.
Yeah, okay.
Even at
Yeah.
$17 beers, they still couldn't stop me. Um,
Damn, $17 beers. Holy shit.
yeah.
But
I have
anyway,
some
yeah, so I was
bad
kind of like,
habits.
really waiting for it to be over just so I could get to Baby Metal. And then that Richardson dude, I mean, he was all right. It
Yeah.
it was kind of like the second time around, I was like, okay, I've had enough. The first
Mm.
time around was cool. The second time around was not so much.
Yeah. I mean,
No.
it's kind of like filler music. It's like okay, all right. I
Yeah, it's
mean,
it's filler. It's exactly what it is. It's filler music. Um, and
I mean,
like I
he looks
said,
cool when he plays. I like his coat. He looks like a Vasha Stampede sort of guy. He had the red coat on.
I
He
was
looks.
thinking it was like some Star Wars thing,
Yeah.
like yeah, he's on Tatooine somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was expecting a lightsaber to come out
And
somewhere.
his setup was pretty cool. His setup, he has like all those drum machines on these lights kind of going on. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
I mean, the Death Clock one has like that, I guess, cartoon show behind them,
yeah.
which was cool for the first
And then,
time. You
and
saw him twice though, and you gave it, yeah, you gave him 2 shots, and it is what it
yeah,
is.
it was worse the second time around.
Yeah,
And I mean, it's just not my thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure there were people there that were thinking the same thing about Baby Metal. It's like,
well,
yeah, that's not my thing, and they probably left,
yeah,
or
it'd be interesting to see. And Koba talked about that in that same interview I'm referencing about seeing more Japanese acts tour together, and just kind of get audiences that want to see both those bands, because I think you would have more overlap there. I think maybe
yeah.
that would be interesting to see. I wonder if that could happen. I wonder.
You'd have to get a promoter to be able to do that.
Yeah.
A promoter that's willing to do it. Otherwise, it's all wishful thinking.
Yep. That is true. It is
Because
true.
what's happening now is they're booking Baby Metal, and then the promoter's like, oh, well, I have this other band that wants to that needs some exposure. I'm gonna put him with you guys, and he's gonna tour with you guys for these few cities or whatever. And that's how you get opening acts. It's the promoter that does that shit.
Yeah.
You know. It's not so much the band.
Now, some people
Except in this
are
case.
drawn.
Except in this case.
In this case, some people are drawn to the show for Death Clock, and they may see Baby Metal and like it. Some are drawn to it for Baby Metal and may see Death Clock and like it. In some cases, maybe not. I mean,
and I think that's what Koba was going for. I think that's what Koba's going for.
Yeah.
He's trying to make more fans. So I think in his head is, if I combine two bands together, on these tours like he did with Sabaton in Europe, and now he did with Death Clock here, so he's combining them and trying to spread the Baby Metal gospel and just trying to say, look, you guys are Death Clock fans, but hey, look at us too,
In some ways,
and
I
Death
see
Clock
that
is doing the same shit,
In some ways, I see that it may be working. In that I see in the Death Clock subreddit, there's memes about Baby Metal in like in a respectful way. Of course, there's always gonna be people who criticize, but I'm kind of looking for more of the positive stuff. Be like, okay, so there you go.
Yeah, we met quite a few Death Clock fans that were brand new Baby Metal fans because they fell in love with it from watching, for their first time at this concert. We had an after party and there were quite a few there that were, man, they were asking questions left and right. I'm like, what's their origin and where are they, and what is this and what is that and where'd they come up with the fox sign and the fucking music is cool and what else? What do you recommend? And man, we went, they were going crazy like. So Baby Metal had a pretty big impact, I think, on a lot of Death Clock fans.
That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool because there's a lot of lore to explore with them.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if I was to tell one of my buddies about the lore of Baby Metal, I don't know if I would jump all the way to the Sakura Gakuen days, but I'd probably be like, all right, because like if they're like a metalhead, I probably wouldn't start with that, right? I'd be like, well, they were in this JPOP group, and be like, what is that? So already kind of losing. And be like, okay. Well, check out this song, out this song. And then...
I would tell people their origins after they've witnessed what they can do live now.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, where did they come... If they ask me, where did they come from? I'm going to tell them straight off. They're an offshoot off of a Japanese idol group, but this was a long time ago when they were first starting out, Yeah,
that's good.
They're not that same thing. They're not the same thing anymore. They're a completely different entity, They're their own thing now, and that's usually how I explain it. It's just, and if they want detail, then I'll give them detail.
Oh man!
Because I love Sakura Gakuen, and I can talk about Sakura Gakuen all day long.
And you're a good person to ask about that because you seem to be very, very knowledgeable. In fact, I'm familiar that they started from there. I think I've seen a few clips and videos from around that time. But I haven't done a reaction of anything that was actually like officially Sakura Gakuen. I think the only thing I got close to that was watching a video of Moa and Yui doing I think they were doing an audition or something.
Well, probably their entrance exam.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah, they were very, very little. They were like little kids.
Yeah, that was their entrance. Their entrance exam into Sakura Gakuen, or their audition for Sakura Gakuen, and they did Suzuka's old group song, which was
Karen Girls, right, or something.
Karen Girls, right, yeah. But I when I discovered Baby Metal, I also discovered Sakura Gakuen because at that time. In 2014, they were still part of Sakura Gakuen, or Moa and Yui were.
Yeah, they were.
So at that time, the material, or the stuff that was coming out was both. We were getting Baby Metal stuff, but I was also getting Sakura Gakuen stuff, videos and links to Sakura Gakuen, and that's kind of how I discovered Sakura Gakuen was through Baby Metal. I went through their history, but then I really started looking into their music videos, their little skits that they do. They had a web show that they would do. Uh, I don't know. I really got into the Sakura Gakuen. I mean, I love their music. Their music is really fantastic. It's great, and they're really the girls are very endearing. I mean,
Yeah.
their personalities and the characters that they portray are very endearing. And you just start to like this stuff. I mean, it's every time I went to Japan, I went to Sakura Gakuen graduation. So I always went during the springtime when they were graduating. So
Oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah, I went to 4 graduations.
Oh, damn, man. So, wait. We got to talk about. I know we've been talking for a good while, for almost an hour. I want to grab another beer, and if you have time, I want to ask you what it was like to see BABYMETAL in Japan. Well, we'll cover that,
Okay.
and then I think we may wrap up for the stream. Let me grab
Okay.
that beer, and I'll be right back. 1 second.
Okay, no problem.
All right, that didn't take long at all. All right, Aldo, tell me
All right.
what it's like to see BABYMETAL in Japan.
Oh, wow. Okay. How do I explain? Well, okay.
And you could compare it to the Houston show that I saw if you want to put it
Oh,
really in
there is
perspective.
absolutely no comparison.
There you
No
go.
comparison whatsoever. I mean, I can't. I even saw them at the Forum in LA.
Yeah.
And there's no comparison to that show either. I mean, that
Is
was a
this
great
teeny
show
tiny
too.
stage compared to what they normally play on, or?
It's just a bigger production in Japan. And here's the thing. It's like there's like maybe 3 or 4 main venues that they use over there. It's Makuhari Mesa or Yokohama Arena, uh, Osaka Green Hall, uh, and what is the other one? I forget what the other one is. But anyway, those are the main ones that they've been using, and those hold about 20,000 people, give or take,
Okay.
each of those. Tokyo Dome holds 50,000 people. So
Pretty impressive.
when they announced, see, because they started that tour at Wembley in the UK. That was their first show, the Wembley Arena show, and they announced at that show that the tour final was gonna be at Tokyo Dome, and it was gonna be September 19th. And that was it. That was the only thing that they announced. So everybody got excited. Everybody started planning. All my buddies were like, "We're going. We're gonna go. We're gonna go. You're gonna go too." So we made arrangements. I started saving up money. I was saving up $200 every month just so I could, I mean, I had plenty of time to save up, so I saved up the money for it. I got. We are gonna share an Airbnb in Tokyo. So between 8 of us, we split the cost of that. This was my first time flying out of the country, so uh, I was kind of on edge. I'd flown before, but never over an ocean,
Yeah.
and that kind of had me.
This can be nerve wracking. I don't like
That was a
flying
little bit
either.
nerve wracking. That was a bit nerve wracking, but let me tell you, when I landed, uh, it was an awesome feeling. It was an amazing feeling. I was in Japan, I was ecstatic. Uh,
Yeah. How was it like there? I mean, I hear it's very, very clean, like extremely clean.
it is very clean. Well,
Nice.
it was my first trip to Japan. I got off the plane at Narita Airport, And Narita Airport is huge. It's a maze in there, and if you don't read Japanese, oh my God, it's a jungle. It's crazy. I got scared because I was supposed to meet a friend there, and he wasn't there. He had taken off on a train and already taken off, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. So I'm stuck
I know,
there.
right? What do? You follow other people? Well, they're going to
Well,
get their bags,
I
I
had to
guess.
figure
I
out.
don't know.
The thing is, I had to figure out how to start my, because I had to get my pocket Wi-Fi. They have pocket Wi-Fi over there.
Okay.
So I got my pocket Wi-Fi, turned it on, got my phone connected, and I started texting him like, "Where the fuck are you?" You know, and he said, just get on the train. Just get on the train. Get on this train. And he gave me the train name to get on. And he's like, "You're gonna get off at this stop. Just don't pass the stop. Get off on this stop. I'll be waiting on the platform." And I'm like, "Motherfucker, you said you were gonna be on this platform. You were gonna be outside the airport, and you're not here." He goes, "Don't worry, don't worry. You won't. You'll be okay. You'll be okay." So my butt's all puckered up, and I'm scared and shaking, and so I buy a ticket on this train. I get on the train and I get off on, and just so happens that it's the middle of rush hour, so there are tons of people. It's like super crowded in the train. I get to the train stop that I'm supposed to get off of, and I have a hard time getting off the train because it's so crowded.
Yeah.
And I'm scared that I'm not gonna be able to get off the train. I'm like,
Hey, did anyone fill you up on that train? I'm just messing.
No, no. Finally get off the train, and then there he is, and I'm like, I was so mad at him, but at the same time I was so relieved, and oh my God, I was like, just ecstatic that I was there, but mad at him at the same time. He's like, calm down, let's go have a beer. It's our first time here. A friend of mine is meeting us here. We're gonna go. We're gonna go to an izakaya. So that's the very first thing I did in Japan was we went to an izakaya. I'm there with my suitcase, and we go to this little izakaya, this little bar.
Okay.
It's on the street. And it's like you said, everything's so clean. You would think this is like a rundown bar, but it's not. It's like you walk in and it's so quaint, and there's only like maybe 2 or 3 benches, in there, and maybe 4 seats at the bar. But anyway, we get there, and we start eating, these little dishes that they bring out, and uh, you know, I had my first Japanese beer there, and I was like, man,
Nice.
this is awesome. This is amazing, but I was so dead tired because I just gotten off the 12-hour flight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me tell you about jet lag. There is jet lag, but if you sleep and don't wake up, if you just sleep it all off, you'll be fine. I got to the Airbnb, and I went straight to bed. It might have been like 10 o'clock at night, and I slept like till like maybe 11 o'clock the next day. And and I was like, yeah, now I'm good. I didn't have any jet lag after that. It was good.
Well, that's good to hear.
But
That's good to hear. Okay.
yeah,
All right.
but then, oh yeah, well, another thing is that between the Wembley show and the Tokyo Dome show, they added a day. They added
Hmm.
so now it was gonna
So
be
they gave you more
tour
time.
final Black Night, Red Night. No, they added a day to the concert
Oh, okay,
because it was
gotcha.
only supposed to be a 1-day concert. It was only supposed to be the
Oh, yeah,
19th.
that's right. That's right. Okay, gotcha.
And so they added a day. They made it 19th and 20th. So they made it into Black Night, Red Night.
So you
anyway,
saw both Black Knight, Red Knight in Japan?
yes, I saw
Son of
both.
a
I saw
bitch.
them both.
Son of a bitch. This lucky ass guy over here. Oh, man.
Well, I mean, because I had gotten tickets.
Yeah.
Because when they announced it, everybody on Facebook started messaging each other, and and getting and starting other kinds of chats and other chat groups and other Facebook groups, and it became a whole big thing. And uh, getting tickets was kind of like a big deal because it's really hard to get tickets in Japan. They have a weird system over
Like
there.
a lottery system or something?
Yes, it's a lottery system. It's exactly what it is. Uh, and you have to kind of like sign up for it and do it that way. So we had to get on the website, the one website, or yeah, it was called the one at that time. Yeah, the one website, and we had to sign up for it, and some of us got tickets, some of us didn't. And
Ah,
so those that did get tickets, they got multiple tickets. They were allowed to buy up to 4 tickets. So that's kind of how we got our tickets. Is like some of us would buy multiple tickets. We would win the lottery, and then they would go in and buy multiple tickets. And then we had some Japanese friends that also had multiple tickets that they would buy, and then have them ready for the foreigner friends that were coming.
that's
So
cool.
that's how a lot of the gaijin were able to get into the show. It's because of these. They were able to buy extra tickets. Otherwise we wouldn't have been. The lottery thing really sucks. And I mean, it doesn't suck because I guess it's fair for everybody. It's not a first come first serve. It's like, it's luck of the draw.
Yeah.
But you don't get to pick where you stand or sit or anything. They pick it for you.
Oh,
You know.
wow.
Yeah. But a good thing is you don't have to line up. You know, you can get there right before the show and not worry about lining up because you have an assigned seat. So it's
Assigned standing
uh
spot? Like
yeah, that too.
so on the floor
Yeah.
there's a number where you stand?
Well, the ones that are on the floor were from the one club. They had special entry.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and they weren't like numbered like that, like a seat, but they were numbered in sections.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So they were each they had like little quadrants,
Ah,
and that's how they would let them in by quadrant, little quadrant at a time. There's maybe like 50 people at a time,
okay.
and each little quadrant, you know, and then let them fight for the spot. But there was no reason to fight for the spot because the way the stage was designed, it was a circle in the center of the field with 3 walkways sticking
Yeah,
out like a
I've seen
star.
those live shows on YouTube.
So it's kind of like, there was no real bad spot. I mean, you could see no matter where you were sitting.
Yeah.
Uh,
And that platform, did it rotate? It rotated, right?
yes, it
Yeah.
did rotate. Yeah, and
I-
there was a platform on top, a stage on top.
Yeah.
It was 2 stages. They had the stage on the bottom and a stage on top of the speakers that we didn't know was up there because they had bright lights shining out at us, and we couldn't see it. We didn't know it was up there. It was a big, huge surprise when they finally revealed it, and we said we were looking for the girls. Like, where are the girls at? And we're like, oh, fuck, they're up there. They're at the top. Like, yeah, it was a big surprise. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool,
But
man. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, man,
the
like,
the thing,
yeah, this is good. Tell me a little bit more about Black Knight and Red Knight. And what it was
the
like seeing it there.
okay, I think the best experience I had was outside the venue before the shows,
Okay.
where everybody was just hanging out. Everybody's just there's people in cosplay and comic band cosplay, and everybody's just hanging out and talking and meeting and taking pictures. And I think that was like to me the best part of the whole experience is because I got to meet all these people. I got to make friends with all these people. Uh, man, sorry, gotten a little emotional.
Oh
It's
no, it's no
it's just
problem. I understand. It sounds
it's
pretty
just
cool.
it is an amazing experience meeting all these people that all have the same the same interest, the same love for the same band. And it's not like, you know, I've been to Metallica band, shows. You know, I've been to these other shows where, yeah, you have your fans and you have your hardcore fans, but this was different. This was like, I don't know, it was just different. It was a whole different vibe with these people. And the Japanese fans are like so welcoming. You
Oh,
know,
okay.
I mean, they were,
They weren't like trying to
they,
make things into a pissing match about who's the most dedicated fan or anything like that.
no, no, dude, no, it wasn't anything like that. It was like, we're all fans. We're all one. And that's
That's
why they
cool.
call him the one, you know? And that's when it hit me that the name of the fan, the name of the fandom is called the
The
one, and
one.
it
That's
hit me
right.
then because it was very, very united. It was very, oh, dude, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's really hard to
Ah,
explain.
you're doing a decent job, I think. I think you're doing okay there. But yeah, sometimes it's hard to express our feelings, but I think you're doing okay.
Yeah.
But in
And then they had an after party after the first show, after Red Night. We had an after party uh right near the venue too. It was right around the corner from the venue, and we had a big party. Everybody was drinking and having fun, and there were at least 500 people in that in that place. It was fucking crowded. It was a lot of
500
people.
people, I mean, it's
Yeah, for an
sounds like
after
a
party.
damn.
Well, I mean, when you're looking at 50,000 people
True.
at a concert, this little it's
I'm
actually kind of
picturing a
small.
small venue for some reason that this after party
Yeah,
place.
no, no, this was an arena that I mean, this Tokyo Dome, it's huge.
No, I got that part, but the
50,000.
after party part, where was it at? Was it at a smaller place or was it?
Yeah, it was right around. It was
Yeah.
this place called Presto or Pesto or some shit like that.
Okay. Okay.
It's like a coffee shop and bar kind of thing.
Exactly. I'm trying to
And
picture 500 people inside a coffee shop. I'm like, oh man,
well,
you guys are gonna be elbow to elbow.
it's weird because they had a section that opened up,
Ah,
and they opened that back section up, and no one even knew that was back there. So they opened the doors up, and this huge section's opened up, and so
time the
we were
party
all
guys.
able to spread out in there. But it was still very, very crowded. I mean, people were outside, people were inside, people were coming and going, and it was a lot of people. But it was organized enough to that we all had fun and it didn't get out of hand. And let me tell you something: the Japanese can really drink.
I
They
hear
can
that. I hear
drink.
that.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to my day in Japan because I want to
Oh, dude.
partake in that. I'd be like, you want to outdrink me? I'll drink you. Let's see. Let's see.
Well, that's the thing. It's like their culture is not. It's not like they drink to outdrink everybody else. They just
They just
drink and let
drink.
it, and
Yeah,
then they
that's
just
cool.
drink and it gets out of hand. It's just like
Well,
they
you
go
know,
overboard.
that's
You
p-
know.
that's part of the learning experience. You try to learn how to tame it, how to control it.
Yeah, yeah. But sometimes the way they do things over there is like I don't think they want to tame. They get drunk, man. They get fucked up.
I
But,
like that. I like that. I like that a lot actually. Sounds like my Saturday nights. Uh, it sounds fun.
uh,
Oh man, so it's definitely worth going over to Japan to check out Baby Metal. So something to look
yes.
forward to.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna.
Yeah. If they announce a concert, I would. In fact, I wouldn't even wait till they announce anything. Start saving your money now, because they're going to announce it. They're always gonna have concerts in Japan. So just start saving your money now, and when they announce it, you'll be ready. There's nothing to wait for. You just
Yeah, you
they
got it.
announced
You
it.
got it.
Okay, I got my money ready. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna buy my ticket. I'm gonna buy my flight. I'm gonna get an Airbnb or get a hotel or whatever. Start making arrangements with friends. See if anybody else is going that and say, hey, are you going or you gonna go?
Yeah.
You want to share a Airbnb? It'd be cheaper. Kind of what we did.
That's pretty cool.
We just got together and say, hey, why don't we just get an Airbnb, you
Why
know?
not? I mean, that's a good way to do it. I mean, a good way to
Yeah.
cut down on costs there. Yeah.
Yeah, get an Airbnb. We split the cost between us, and there you go. You know, so that's what
man.
we did.
And you know, there's so many good bands that I enjoy listening to. I know on this essentially a reaction channel. Man, that's what I'm working on now. Just building up little fun savings if I can. I use that at times, and I'll be able to have some fun in Japan one day. I think that's gonna happen.
Dude,
man, Aldo, it was
if
great.
if you go to Japan, go for 2 weeks.
2 weeks
At the very minimum.
Okay.
The very minimum. Very minimum.
Hey, you don't have to tell me, man. It was going to be 2 weeks already. Either 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. The reason why I haven't gone yet is because my wife knows I might not come back. I might be like,
they'll make you come back. Don't worry. But I'm going to tell you something though. When I went down there and when I was getting on the plane to come back, they the Japanese crew on the tarmac, they'll bow and they'll wave at you as the airplane taxis out.
Oh,
and
wow. You don't get that service in America. No, not at all.
Dude, I started crying, man. I'm like, I don't want to leave.
That's respect. And you're a gaijin. No offense, but it's like, you know, we're just foreigners, and then they'll bow even. That's nice.
Yeah.
You don't even respect anything close like that here in the States. Shit.
Dude, as soon as I landed in LA, I was like, yeah. They were so rude. The TSA was like rude and yelling at people.
Come back here. I need to check your asshole. Come back here.
Yeah, dude. Oh, man.
Well, man, Aldo, this has been great. This is what I've been wanting to do for a good while. Just have a stream with another Baby Metal fan. Just talk about Baby Metal stuff. This is great. I love it.
Yeah, this was fun. It was
fun. Let's see. Man, this is great.
Dude, you want to do it again? We can do it again. I got 100%. More stories.
You know, my idea is to like either have rotating Baby Metal fans come in and tell their story and just talk about it. That's the plan. Just got to get the ball rolling on it, and you're the first. Yeah. So we'll work on that. Some chatter in the chat there, not so much today, but it's okay. Baby Metal is the epitome of young idols done right. Nothing about personal life, not trying to be influencers, no scandal, no sexualization, no BS. I agree with that.
Yep.
SC Enmund Wu says the tour finale concert will be in Japan next year. Alrighty. And we just don't know yet where and when.
There's your heads up.
He says, 2 weeks is good. Go to the Baby Metal Megasune Shrine. And they also do that for trains and boats. Oh, I guess the bow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I came out on Japanese TV for when we went to go to that to the Asagaya Shrine where they did the Megitsune video.
Yeah.
We had Japanese TV crew following us.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask if you were on a Japanese game show, because that's something I would probably end up.
Just a TV show.
Okay. I want to play my cards right and end up on a Japanese game show and have no idea what the hell I'm doing and just have a lot of fun.
No, well, when they had this show called "Why Did You Come to Japan," and they pretty much camp out at the airports and stalk gaijins, and they ask them, why did you come to Japan? And so they got a couple of in 2016. They got a couple of Baby Metal fans, and they asked them if they could follow them around, and they followed them around, and then we were all going to the Asagaya Shrine to go visit the, where they did the Megitsune video, and I happened to be there, and I didn't know they had the TV crew, and the TV crew was there, and I was like, oh, cool. I guess we're gonna have a TV crew with us.
Hey,
so,
that is cool.
Yeah, and then I ended up coming out on TV. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. But it's hard to find. It's not on YouTube. It's on Daily Motion.
Ah, okay, yeah. Daily Motion actually has a lot of videos kind of like that. Okay, yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah,
I'll go look for it if I can find it. Maybe you can send it to me.
If I can find it, I'll put it on the Discord so you can check it out.
Oh, that'd be cool, man. I like that. All right,
Yeah.
guys. Well, we're just about done. This was great, though. Great conversation with
Alrighty.
Aldo. You could check out the Baby Metal Texas fan club over there on Facebook. I don't think you have to be from Texas to be there, do you?
No.
No, I
No.
don't think so because I know there's people who are not, but that's perfectly fine. It's about baby metal, okay?
That's
And,
right. That's right.
All right, guys. With that said, thanks for hanging out, and y'all have a good one.
All right. See you later.
All right, take it easy.